The following video is an assembly video for the Launch X-881 Pro wheel aligner. Be sure to watch the unboxing video before proceeding with the assembly video. You will require the following tools: flat and Phillips screwdriver, 10, 13, and 14 millimeter wrenches or socket assembly, a pair of pliers, and lastly, hex Allen key number 6. Prepare your surrounding assembly space. A clear area of 250 square feet is recommended for safe and efficient assembly. Place the column beam flat on the ground behind the cabinet for closer and easier lifting in the following step. Lock the front casters of the cabinet. Locate the hardware bag inside the cabinet and get your hardware ready. Tools needed for this step are the 10 and 13 millimeter wrenches or socket assembly. To complete fastening the column, you need to reach to some bolt slots that are accessible from the top of the cabinet. Unscrew the plastic top cover of the cabinet using a Phillips screwdriver and leave it on the side for later reinstallation. Both technicians will safely lift the column, then position, base down, onto the cabinet to be bolted to it. Monitor installation is next. Install the included brackets to the column at any level. Then install the 2 bracket hangers on the back of the monitor using hardware provided. Handle monitor safely at all times. Locate the HDMI cable and the monitor power cable already plugged into the system in the top of the cabinet. Run both cables through the upper left corner cable slot. And plug both into the back of the monitor. Now install the camera beam assembly. Remove the rear cover and take note of the orientation of the cover for reassembly. Support the cover as you loosen the screws. Once the cover is removed, loosen the bottom screws, but do not remove them. Remove the top screws. Cameras facing forward, arrows on camera back pointing upwards, camera beam assembly to be installed using camera beam assembly lower screws to adjust adjacent placement. Once the camera beam is firmly assembled, connect the camera and mainboard wires to the carriage on the beam. Use the labeled wires for instructions to connect accordingly. Take the control board spring cable and once again, use the labels to install correctly. Use the 14 millimeter wrench to secure the cable. Reinstall the back cover, making sure the cables are not pinched and the cover is aligned properly. Remove the power supply cable for later installation and make sure all connections are secure. Get the mouse and keyboard set up on the cabinet cover and plug the cables into the USB hub. Reinstall the top cover of the cabinet, tightening the screws. Next, attach the included 4-wheel clamp hangers to the sides of the cabinet using a Phillips screwdriver. Prepare the clamps. Locate the included 4 screws in the bottom of your package. Using a Phillips screwdriver, attach the screws to the handles of the clamps and place the clamps onto the hangers previously assembled on the cabinet. The 4 targets included in the package are very sensitive. Please handle with care. Mount the targets on the clamps with the arrows on the back of the targets always pointing upwards at 90-degree angle. Turn to loosen and slide the target onto the clamp, confirming the targets are facing forward. Note, optional 4-wheel huggers are included in this package, found in 2 separate boxes to be used whenever needed. Plug in the power supply. The wheel aligner is now ready to power up and operate software. Install the VIN decoder by plugging the USB receiver into the front of the cabinet. Power up the monitor and Windows will launch. Connect the equipment to your Wi-Fi network. Launch X-881 Pro software by double-clicking the icon on the desktop. The aligner is ready to operate. Follow the on-screen instructions for step-by-step operation. A dust cover comes included to protect the equipment from dust and scratches when non-operational.